So Helldivers 2 was a huge success in the gaming industry, but did you try playing it without the music? And even though the sound design in the game itself is like top notch, if you turn the music off, the game just becomes too repetitive, dull, and a bit boring. And that is all because the music itself is just that good. So let's analyze the main theme. All right, first of all, this like main theme was made by Roget Music. Like he posted it on YouTube, and this guy did a lot of stuff for like games. He did Star Wars Outlaws, Mortal Kombat 1, Pacific Drive. I didn't play Pacific Drive. I don't even know what it is. Helldivers 2, Star Wars Vader Immortal. I don't even know what that is. So yeah, he did a lot of stuff, and obviously he's experienced. So let's listen to it. Oh, it's so epic. It's so good. The brass section is just like it's amazing, and I don't even know, like, did he record this? I guess I gotta ask him. I'll try to find his Twitter or something. But I think this is all like recording. Like, this can't be a plugin. This can't be something off of a PC. Maybe it is, but I just don't know it. But yeah, it's truly phenomenal. We'll go into the keyboard stuff and like we will analyze everything that he played here. This was like a call and response. And if you don't know what a call and response is, it's basically you have a main theme that just like does its thing, and then you have a response to that. It's mostly done by like a set of different instruments. So you have, let's say, like in this example, you have brass playing the main theme, and then you have the strings embellishing that theme with a response. We're playing basically the same thing, but it doesn't need to be the same thing every time. So as an example, like in this situation, in this example, the brass is going, but the strings are playing on top of that afterwards as a response. So you have the first two notes, right, of this sequence or of this theme. They are basically responding to the first two notes with this, and then ending up at the so the brass would play this at the end, right? And the strings are just gonna embellish that by playing. So they're basically just playing four notes, but it just does so much for the song. But let's continue. It's so good. So that's basically it. That's like the whole like theme. Afterwards, it has like a mellow part and all of that, and then it just like picks up again. But this is the main theme, and it's so fucking epic. So let's break it down. Right, so the first thing that you gotta notice here is that it is not written in a normal time signature. It's actually in 5/4. Most of the popular music nowadays is in 4/4. So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But with this thing, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is all done to add tension to the song, and it just, like, you as a listener, you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna know that it's not like 4/4, you're not gonna know that, but you're gonna feel the tension, basically. And he starts adding tension, like, when the song itself or the theme itself starts. Like, this is just tension, this is just the buildup. And this Matrix sus4 chord is just like, oh. And it happens a couple of times in the song, like at the end of the whole theme, it just goes to, and that's how the whole thing resolves. But that chord itself is also adding tension. That's the point of the chords. And then we go into the meaty part, or the melody. So basically the whole thing is in D minor, and the brass goes like this. That's like the first part, right? And then the second part is just a confirmation of the first part, because it starts out the same, but it has a different ending. And that is something that I call like conversational music, like music that is talking to you, right? Because you have this, right? And then the next section is, so to me, it sounds like the brass is telling you a story. The next portion is, so it is still conversational, right? It's still telling you a story. So you had the first part, and then you have the second part that sounds similar, but it just expands on the original idea, right? And this is something that I don't see a lot of composers do anymore in like film scores or like game music, because like most people would just like play chords and like embellish those chords with something like with a kind of melody that doesn't really like connect with people, because the melody itself is not connected. And this is the prime example of how you need to connect the melody as a composer, how you need to connect the melody to itself, and how you need to progress the melody into something that just speaks to your soul. And I know I'm guilty of using way too many metaphors, but I don't know how to relate this to a wider audience. Yes, you see the chords on the screen and all that, but it just doesn't make sense unless you feel it. And you all felt it. You all felt the hero inside of you bust out with this. Right? And then you all felt a bit sadness when it came to this. And this is something that we did hear often in like heroic music and all that, like Band of Brothers as a prime example. It had like a score that sounded like this, and you had like a lot of movies and all that had this like switch up to the fourth, G minor being the fourth of D minor, but and like especially embellishing the third, the minor third of the G, and it just makes everything more sad, but it gives you hope with. It's still sad, but it gives you some hope. Like John Mayer would call it sad hope, but like it is, because like it's playing a D minor, basically arpeggio over an F. And then it just says, yeah, everything is gonna be okay, with like going back to the main theme, like the original start of the melody, by basically playing the same thing, but over different chords. So, and then like at the end, everything is played at unison, and it just rounds up the whole melody, because everything is connected. You have the whole story with like, oh yeah, we were young, then we were heroes, and then it got a bit sad and a bunch of people died and we killed a bunch of bugs, but like my friends died. whatever, and then it just goes back to, well, we were heroes, and that's the fucking point, because we rock. So yeah, that's basically it. Share, like, subscribe, and all of that stuff. I just made the channel. I did have a bigger YouTube channel before, but it was just gaming, and now I'm back to music. So if you like that, like if you like this kind of stuff, leave a like and all of that, and share it. And yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, by the way, I was editing this, and I just noticed that the piano doesn't work. Like, it's a new plugin that I just got, and it just worked just prior to me fucking hitting the record button, and it just stopped working. So yeah, you can see the notes on the side, and I hope like that's enough for you guys. Most of the people that are interested in this are not going to be interested in the notes in themselves, but the people that are probably musicians, so they will know what the notes mean. I guess we're good. Like, I'll fix it for the next video. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons that are still supporting me, even though I made a new channel. But yeah, if you want to support me, the link is going to be down in the description of the video. So yeah, don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. Bye.